We are in the age of fentanyl, okay? And I'm starting to make more videos describing this issue in different ways. We are in the age of fentanyl. Fentanyl, and I'm going to be short about it. See my other recent videos on this topic. Fentanyl is highly addicting with little euphoria. Heroin would have much more euphoria. I'm not going to get into the whys. It's in some of the other videos, and I have upcoming videos describing it. That being the case, it's addicting. People use it more. They become addicted much quicker, and they have a higher chance of overdose because of that potency, and they can't stop, and they won't go back to heroin. There's no heroin around. Our treatment, we have Suboxone, we got methadone. Methadone is difficult to access for what it's worth, okay? But Suboxone is much more readily available. The problem with Suboxone, which I've always been a big fan of, and I still am, and the way I would describe it many years ago is, methadone is great. It's a good drug, but safety profile and abuse potential, we're going from an older crappy drug to a newer drug, which is buprenorphine Suboxone product. And my thought on that was most people should first attempt to get on Suboxone. And if there's failure, you go to the bigger guns, okay? And those bigger guns come with some more liability than Suboxone in terms of safety, abuse, diversion, and so forth. That's always been my position. The last couple of years, I think that methadone is back in a place of much more importance than in my mind has been in several years, because methadone, although it's not a great high, it covers that euphoric state much better than Suboxone does. And what that translates into is when someone's highly addicted to something like fentanyl and you want to put them on replacement therapy, you want to cover as much of that euphoric state as possible to facilitate recruitment of the patient staying on medication-assisted treatment. See what I'm saying? There's this space where we can call euphoria when someone's using opiates. It sucks, actually, in fentanyl. It's better in heroin. But fentanyl is a lot more potent, short-acting, deadly. So that potency, it becomes almost like, I heard a patient once describe it, a rat race. You're just dosing all day and, it's not that great of a high. All right. Well, we would need something that covers that space a little bit better than Suboxone, because once they come off of that highly potent fentanyl, they need everything that we have to be able to keep them off of that deadly street fentanyl. And although Suboxone works for many people, it obviously doesn't work for everybody. People have a difficult time going through the clinical opiate withdrawals to get on Suboxone. That's number one. And then once they're on it, there's cravings and withdrawals are covered. Now, the question becomes, at some point, what does cravings mean? And that is a spectrum, and somewhere in that spectrum you can throw that term euphoria in, and Suboxone sucks for euphoria. But in American addiction treatment, it's a taboo term, and it's a non-player in consideration of treatment. Here's my thoughts on euphoria. I hope you followed. I hope it makes sense. I hope it gives you more things to think about and consider. Please leave your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It means a lot for the channel and our growth, and pass it on. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.